So everything we're doing is new, so that's going to be very interesting. Look, do you believe what's happening right now?
Bread, peanut butter.
That's really special.
That excites me. Testing, testing, testing. Hi.
Hi.
Today is about technology. I probably won't have time to put in fancy graphics for that, so it'll just look weird. Today we're trying out a product called the Goalie. It's a really cool device. I think there's a lot of promise to it. This video is not sponsored by Goalie. They are providing one to one of our viewers out there for $0.
Yay!
And that's
giveaway.
It's a good deal.
Yes.
$0. It's the best deal you can get.
Yes, the best deal you can get unless they're giving you money back.
So thank you, Goalie, for the opportunity to give one of these away to someone. And stay tuned later in the video for details on that. I'm excited to look at this product today. Let's talk about what the Goalie actually is. Essentially, it's an electronic visual schedule, a customizable system with built-in motivators. Generally, the idea is to promote independence, self-confidence, and I really do think it could be useful in teaching life skills, but like doing it in a fun way that lets kids use the technology, which is going to be an important thing in their lives anyways in many cases. There's a reward system built in, so you can earn points, cash in your rewards, feel proud of that, feel proud of your accomplishments, feel proud of being independent, and certainly potentially make life easier on the parents as well and reduce stress in the house. The device itself is what the boys interact with, and then there's also a corresponding parent app you can get on your phone or tablet. Also, a dashboard you can use from your computer, which I tested out, and it works really well. If this is something that you'd be interested in but are a little bit scared of the whole setup process, because I know I'm kind of tech savvy in general, but for a lot of people it's kind of like, I wouldn't know the first thing about connecting this thing to that thing and setting it all up. They do Goalie, they do setup calls that walk you through everything really nice and slowly. There's like this Facebook community of Goalie parents that's super helpful, and they have a behavior therapist that you can schedule appointments with. So they really do try to think of everything to make this something that everybody can use regardless of tech savviness. I don't know, I'm moving my arms a lot.
Like a robot.
I'm moving my arms in today's video. It's because it's technology.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We don't have it so that the Goalie goes off as his alarm yet. That's why I still need to wake him up. Or maybe I'll just go back to sleep myself. Let's go. I guess this was the first time I kind of did use it as an alarm, in that I brought it to his room when it was starting to go off, but I could just leave it over on his dresser. And then the idea is that you kick the routine off yourself. Look how happy. Are you ready to eat breakfast? Let me show the camera, because that is a big shiny white screen. Eat. Alright, let's go.
Gloomy day for once. All nice days. Like for like 5 days in a row, so I guess it's fine.
Does that mean
One gloomy day.
it's gonna be a doomy day?
No, not a doomy day, just a gloomy day.
We kind of first started doing routines that Isaac was familiar with. In fact, we're still using it for the most part for morning routine and nighttime routine. Isaac was familiar with what we do in those times, so before we introduced anything else that was out of the ordinary, we targeted those.
Can I have toast?
You want toast? Okay, very good.
It's Daddy.
It looks just like me, except where's my head?
That's your head.
Mommy?
You ate your breakfast, so now you gotta press the green. Press the Goalie check mark because you did it. Cormac likes to tell him to press the check mark. Mostly it's Isaac so far.
It is.
Isaac.
You know what's funny is Cormac loves it.
He loves it. Like, loves the idea of it. It's his.
Goalie.
He loves it.
Goalie.
He loves it.
Yeah.
He's proud that he has one and he sees Isaac using his,
Yes.
but he's still a little young
To get it.
to understand
Yeah.
what's going on with it. This is your favorite. Happy?
called?
How do you feel?
Happy, sad.
I don't know.
Give him like a year. I
Give him
think,
a little
and-
time and
you know.
exposure of seeing Isaac do it, and I
Yeah.
think that he might actually catch on really well when that time comes.
Mm-hmm.
For now, this video will mostly be focusing on Isaac. Get your Goalie. It's a bedtime routine. Go ahead and get started.
It's just the Goalie on here, so it's not like there's other like
Yeah.
kid apps or anything
It's what
like
you would
that.
call
It's
a
just
dedicated device. You know, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Nice job, Isaac. Press the check mark to go to the next one. What's next?
Brush teeth.
We always want to work on his regulation, his self-regulation. When he's relaxed or calm or feels like he's in control of the situation is when he totally thrives.
One of the big things that we hope for both our kids in the future always is that they can be more independent with everything that they do.
Good. Yep. Perfect.
This is a very good device for that. They can just take this and follow the instructions, follow along with what's going on. I think it's fun to see like companies come up with something like this. I've heard of different like devices that can help with communication. It's like the main one.
Yeah. Communication device, but this is not that.
Communication device. This is not a
Be
communication
clear about
device.
that. It's not a communication device.
But it's very, very much useful for kids on the spectrum.
And it goes away. Oh my gosh, good job, buddy.
I'm sure like a lot of people can relate to how long it just takes your kid to get ready and to do the things you ask them to do.
You have to do routines
it's
every
like-
day. Sometimes we're more patient with it, sometimes we're not, but the idea of removing the human element of it and having it be more of a structured thing on a, separate device is really appealing to me. Final step, read a story. Well, other than to charge the goalie, to plug it in.
Read a story.
Anything Dad says, that's the story. Go ahead.
How do you feel?
How do you feel?
Happy again.
You're happy again. You're always happy. You got some points. Bump it. Nice job. One really cool feature too that they just recently added, and they are always adding new features, so that's something to always look out for, is the ability to use custom icons, pictures you take from your phone. So that's very specific things,
So they could understand.
something
like,
that's really recognizable, which is really nice. I just did an entire routine from custom icons to try to get Isaac to learn how to make a sandwich. That's something that he's never really done.
He's starting to seem excited about the idea of doing it.
I think that he's starting to think about the idea of doing things like that, chores like that, things that we kind of didn't know how to approach before. Now we have a concrete way to sort of approach it. Maybe we'll try that in a little bit, but I think that the routine is something that Isaac's going to be able to respond to. Is the kind of bread we get, the kind of peanut butter we use,
Right.
pictures taken on our counters, his face at the end taking a big old bite. So I'm excited to try that.
We always say to Isaac, if you earn your goalie points, you get to go see Nana, sleep over her house.
Yes.
It could be whatever you want. Like you could earn
The thing
Nintendo
is-
time or earn a snack or whatever.
And that's the piece we really want to work on with Isaac right now that he's not quite getting.
Yeah.
We're still kind of verbally telling him what the rewards are going to be because that's what he's most used to. But I think what would really unlock the potential in this device to an even higher degree is if your child can understand the point system and the reward system, and that would add like super motivator to it. I don't think the reward system is perfect. I think right now it's locked into if you complete a routine, it's automatically 100 points. If you complete a routine, but you went over a time limit, then you get 50 points. How many points did you get?
50.
And those numbers are just a little bit higher than what I'd ideally want to work with. Do you agree with that?
I do, because like it's hard for a kid to conceive of what 100 means. It's better when it is a little bit lower, like 10 points or something. That's something you can conceive. I can
a little
reach
easier
10
to
points.
do that
Yeah.
math of where you're at with rewards.
Yeah.
I mentioned that though to goalie, and they were very welcoming of that feedback, and we're already working towards a solution that's, I think, would be a little bit more inclusive as far as who, I guess more easily understandable for more children. Sometimes you might get a screen that freezes up, you might have trouble syncing or getting an upgrade when new features are available. But with the potential that I see with this product, and the fact that I've seen customer service be extremely responsive through email, through Facebook, the ways that they communicate, they're all over it. They're all over every piece of feedback that they get, feature requests, and any issues people are having. I think that people will compare this device to visual schedule apps that you can get on your phone or your tablet, and there are those out there, and I'm not going to discourage anybody from trying to do that and trying to seek maybe a less expensive option, but that will come with, in my experience most of the time, much less support from the team of the developers, customer service representatives or whatever, and you have the added distraction of having it on the phone where all the other stuff is. So
And it won't be as involved of a thing.
the software is just not as
The
good most of the
software
time.
Yeah,
on those.
like this is very like involved.
It's good.
To be like a very, specific schedule for your kid and stuff.
It's good.
Yeah.
Those other products usually aren't quite as good. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
You just told me you want to make a sandwich, and then you gotta fucking... Alright.
Can you toss me something to clean with?
Did you call me Luke?
I'm going Rachel and Luke. Rachel and Luke.
Luke, yep, with an L. I mean, Dad. You were just asking to make a sandwich, right? He was. Because I told you about our plan to make a sandwich with the goalie, right? And you're gonna make a sandwich. Who's gonna eat it?
Isaac will.
You will, okay. Maybe I can make one for Cormac and you can make one for yourself. We'll just need to bring a chair over. Let's do it.
Kitchen time with Vincentville.
This is gonna be a cooking segment. This is some
Yeah.
advanced stuff for us. This is sandwich. All right, we've got a routine here called make a sandwich.
Make a sandwich.
Perfect. Go ahead and press the check mark so we can get started. This is the first time Isaac is at all aware of this routine or attempting it. So everything we're doing is new, so that's gonna be very interesting.
It's a first impression.
A first impression of anything outside of just the morning and evening routines. Do you know where the plates are? What's next?
Get bread. Open the pan.
Open the peanut butter.
Bread, peanut butter.
This was completely my fault and I somehow knew that was gonna happen. Oh, our sandwich isn't done yet. Hold on, Isaac.
Bread and peanut butter. Oh, wow.
He's absolutely loving it.
I can hear it. That sounds awesome.
He's doing well and he's having fun. See, that was probably my bad. I made you put the bread and the peanut butter away at the same time. That was too much. Do you believe what's happening right now?
He likes having tasks.
He could make his whole lunch.
That's a good idea.
He could make his entire,
He could make his whole
he
lunch.
could get his whole lunch together.
I want this and this. Eat it.
You made the sandwich by yourself!
Isaac.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That sandwich thing,
That's really special.
that excites me. That's the first time we tried anything outside of just routines.
Yeah, with the goalie.
And he loved it.
He's never
I'm
made
excited.
food at all. Yeah,
I'm
that's
excited.
awesome.
Like, who knows what else we could do.
Isaac has had struggles putting on his own shoes for a long time, and we've been really trying to get him to put his own shoes on anyway before we got a goalie. That's been like a big goal of ours. The goalie has been helping with that. He actually now can totally put his shoes on by himself, and I feel like he could for a while. He would do it so slowly that we'd end up helping him at the end because we
Yeah.
have to get out the door. He has to
point.
go to school or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think that's been the most immediate improvement that we've seen. The most impressive thing that I immediately
The
noticed
biggest
is like,
success so
"Dang,
far for
this boy."
For this, yeah. Like it shows you, wow, like he really can go fast if he wants to. If he's motivated, then he can actually, instead of being such a
Yes.
such a delay fish.
I think that
They say.
I've seen comments from parents on Facebook in the goalie parent group that say very similar things like, I can't believe how quickly things are getting done. Like this is strange. Like
Yeah.
people aren't used to it. So it's good. It's very cool.
I do feel like specifically for us with our kids, especially Isaac right now, it is like a perfectly designed thing for him. He does take to visual schedules because he does take to, oh, I finished this task, I get to do a check mark.
Yeah.
What's the next task? He
Order,
takes to that.
structure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can usually tell pretty immediately when we're considering a product. I think just like
Yes.
watching a video or reading a few lines of information about it, I was like, yes, Isaac. Yes, please, Isaac. Do you want to do the Instagram giveaway now?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Instagram. We're doing it on Instagram. Oh, I already gave that away. Giveaway.
We are doing it on Instagram. We still don't have comments on YouTube, so that is the best way to do.
That's the way we're gonna do it. We want to engage with you during this giveaway.
Follow
There's only a few
Vincentville.
things you gotta do. Yes. Follow at Vincentville Vlogs. You're gonna see a post from Vincentville Vlogs that looks a lot like this.
Do I do it too?
Yeah, you do it too.
Oh.
There it is. Then you will comment on that post with the hashtag goalie. Okay, that's it. You're entered.
GOALLY.
Boom, just like that. You're entered. Tag a friend in your comment who might also be interested in. Boom, that's a second entry. That's 2 entries. And that's it. We'll probably leave it open for, I don't know, about a week. We'll write some rules down there and all that stuff. But
Yeah, probably about a week.
that's what, yeah, that seems to be something that works out well.
Yep.
I don't know, to give people some time to get into it. So, hit us up on Instagram. Do it. What are your overall feelings? We're filming that peanut. You probably already saw the part where we tried to make a peanut butter sandwich. We haven't even filmed that yet. I'm planning on doing that. This video, I'm all over the place.
There's a lot of things.
There's
to
moving
show in this
pieces.
one. Yeah.
So I wonder how that went. You guys know.
You wonder how that went.
You know, and we don't.
In the future.
3 weeks to a month in of goalie.
Good. I mean, I really feel like Isaac understands what this is to an extent. Like he knows that this is for him to get things done. It's very kid friendly, I'd say, as well. 'Cause
Absolutely.
He can like clearly see like the buttons to press. I would say still, even after 3 weeks with Isaac, he isn't totally independent with it yet. I couldn't just give him this and he'll go through all the steps of bed and do it all correctly.
Right.
That isn't, we're not at that point yet, but I feel like, we're headed toward that direction.
We're gonna really hit it hard in the summer. I really am excited about the potential to help him with that independence. This has a lot of advantages that obviously the whiteboard doesn't. The built-in reward system, like I said. So
And you can switch up the
you can
rewards.
switch things up, keep it fresh. They're always updating it, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future of this device is.
My foot's asleep. Oh my
Your
God.
foot's asleep?
Oh my God.
You've been sitting on your foot for like a half an hour now.
My foot's so asleep. I like to sit up on my knees because I'm so short compared to Luke, and I
Is
like
that
to
why
be,
you do it?
Yeah, I like to be more high up instead of like this, like way shorter than
I
me.
can just do this.
Yeah, if you just scrunch down, but that doesn't look as good.
Thank you for watching our little video today. That's it. We're signing off for the day.
Bye.
Bye.
Can't reach.
No.